Hey guys, it's Mr. Scott here, and I'm here with my buddy Tim, and we're going to be talking about forgiveness this week. So we sat down and we decided that the best story we could find in the Bible about forgiveness is the parable that Jesus told about an unmerciful servant. And so in order to tell it, in a great way and stay true to the original story, we decided let's put together a little movie. And so we're going to narrate that movie for you today. So as any good movie begins, a black screen, and then the words, Parable of the Unmerciful Servant.
I don't know. Maybe you think maybe we could make the servant a Viking.
Tim, no, he didn't say Viking. Jesus said Parable of the Unmerciful Servant. So it's servant.
Yeah, but Vikings are a lot more exciting, don't you think?
Tim, it's a servant.
Helmets and the beard and everything. I just think visually.
Fine. The Parable of the Unmerciful Viking, whatever. Okay, so.
By Ron Howard.
Thank you. Okay, so the story opens, and you see a shot of a man, and he is a servant.
Servant Viking.
Okay, he's a servant Viking. And one day, the king in the entire country, he realizes that a lot of people owe him money. And so the king, who is this great stately man.
Again, I was thinking more the king could be an animal, maybe a raccoon, something like that. Don't you think?
Raccoon?
Yeah.
Where are you getting raccoon from?
I don't know. They're cute, cuddly, and I just think it would be.
The king is not cute or cuddly. Okay, fine.
He's got that beard.
Fine. So the Viking servant goes before the raccoon king because the servant Viking owes him millions of dollars. He tells the servant Viking that he's going to take him and his wife and his family and his children. He's going to sell them off into slavery. But the Viking servant gets on his knees and he begs the raccoon king. For forgiveness. And the raccoon king says, okay, I'll take pity on you and I'll forgive your debts. So the servant Viking goes walking and he comes across someone who owes him maybe $5. So the servant Viking, whatever, Tim, the servant Viking takes this person. He gets so mad.
He starts using karate moves on him. Like that Bruce Lee. Have you ever seen that movie with Bruce Lee in it? It's like Fiery Dragon or
karate moves, Tim?
Yeah. Why not?
So the Raccoon King brings the servant Viking up to him and says, because you have been so unforgiving to someone who owed you so little, after I have forgiven you of so much, I have decided to punish you by throwing you into prison.
And using his karate chop moves on him and stuff like that. Have you ever seen that movie with
Tim,
Bruce Lee in it, Enter the Dragon, I think it's called?
What?
That man could really karate
Tim, what does
chop
karate chop moves have to do with this story? Have you even read this parable before?
Well, I think Bruce Lee was in that movie, and they put him in prison, and he had to
this
fight
is
his way out
going
of prison.
nowhere. Cut the tape. Hey there, Crosswalk. It's me, Mr. Scott, again, and I'm here to deliver another kids message. So this week we're talking about forgiveness. And the story of the unmerciful servant is a really important one because it gives us an idea of why we forgive. Forgiveness can make us feel better. It can allow us to release a lot of anger and frustration. But most importantly, we need to forgive because God has already forgiven us. I mean, think about it. Every mistake you have ever made or ever will make, God has already forgiven you. I mean, that's an incredible, incredible thought. And so if God can forgive us of all of our mistakes, of everything we've done wrong, don't you think we could forgive the people around us? So kids, this week when you go home with your parents, I want you to talk about forgiveness. I want you to talk about why we forgive. Even though they drive us crazy, even though they get under our skin, we forgive people because it makes us feel better. It warms our hearts. It allows us to release anger. But most importantly of all, it's because God has already forgiven us. And if God can forgive us, then we certainly can forgive those around us. Crosswalk, I hope you have a wonderful worship service, and I'll see you next week.